I know it.
Yeah, them rugs is expensive.
Yeah, but see, you can hit a sweet lick going into Esau's houses, but you have a chance of losing when you go into Jake's houses. And why would you, what's in your spirit that you would rob from your own people, man? You know what I'm saying? What's in your spirit, man? That's a demon, man. Okay, you robbing and stealing from your own people. We both ain't got nothing. Okay, that's a curse that the Most High put on us, man. Okay, because the scripture says that your eye shall be evil towards your brother, man. Okay, and that's a curse, man. You know, our people so amped up to kill each other, but when the so-called white man come around, they act like little kids, man. Like they act like humble little children. And that's a shame, man. That's a shame. And the Most High is getting ready to come back and change all of that around. All right?
I got pre-fellowship. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow.
You know, that's why our Lord was, he was, it says in Isaiah 53, much sorrow, much grief, man. All right, knowing the truth, all right, even though it does set you free, but well, like the brother was saying, you know, at times, you know, it wears you down, man, because we ready to get out of here. We ready to enter into the kingdom, man. We're ready to get our rest. All right, because we don't have no rest here, man. All right, so much wisdom, much grief. Yeah, that's a read that again.
Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
Right, man. Going into the plantation, you know, seeing your Edomite boss, knowing he going into slavery, but at the time being, you know, he's over you.
Right. He's living it up. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's much grief, man. You know, Babylon gets you vexed, man. And if you're not vexed in Babylon, you're not in the right spirit.
Right.
That's why 2/3 of our people come up against us, because they can't see what we can see. You know, we've been blessed with the understanding of the world that we're living in. Okay, but the 2/3 they don't have that blessing, so they don't understand why we're out here on the highways and byways crying aloud and sparing not. They don't understand why we're doing it. Like we said earlier, we look like fools to our own people, but we have a higher understanding. We know who our enemies are. Okay, and these so-called white people are going into captivity, they're going into slavery.
That's right.
Okay, thus saith the Bible. Okay, and these are the words that our people haven't been hearing for hundreds of years. Okay, but now the truth is coming out. Okay, the word of the Lord is coming out. Okay, and these so-called white people are going into captivities, and the other nations as well. Okay, and that's righteousness. That's a perfect judgment, man. That's balance, man. Because our nation, we serve all the other nations in the world. Okay, it's only right and it's only righteous and balanced that the other nations serve us. Now, all the other nations are gonna serve us, man. Okay, and everybody thinks that's a wicked thing to say. That's a righteous thing. Okay, because we were separated and scattered amongst all the nations in the earth, and we served them. And we not only served them for a little amount of time, we served them for generations after generations for free. Okay. Now, when the Lord is going to return, he's going to flip that over. He's going to flip it around. Okay? And not only they're going to serve slavery for 1,000 years, we're going to continuously be on top of them. Okay? And we're going to continuously break them up like a potter's clay.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead, Al.
2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
It's a righteous thing. Okay? Repeat that.
2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Okay, that's the New Testament. Okay, how come these pastors don't bring that out? Okay, the Most High is gonna pay back our enemies for what they've done, man. Okay, for touching the apple of His eye, for touching His people. Okay, and they have the scriptures. They know the rules of slavery themselves. Okay. They go over the scriptures over and over and over again. This is how they're able to create these false doctrines, okay? Because they study the Bible just as much as we do, okay? And they understand that you're supposed to 6 years, okay? You have another nation in captivity, and then on the 7th you release them with substance. But they don't keep that law.
The Hebrew slave.
The Hebrew slave, Salakia. Salakia. Okay? But they don't keep the ways of the Bible. Okay, that's why they're gonna receive twice as much.
All
right.
Because even
even in our law, it says we could rule the other nations with rigor,
Come.
but we can't do that to a Jake.
Come.
You know?
Not towards a Hebrew brother.
Right.
Salaki for that.
Good.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
All right, it's Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Ooh.
Oppression make a wise man mad. Even 2/3 of Israel, all right, they know that they're being oppressed. Nobody likes going to work 7 days a week or Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. All right, when I go to the plantation on Monday, everybody's vexed. All right, the Jakes, the Edomites, everybody, and nobody wants to be there on a Monday. All right, but our people think, this is life. They wrapped up in their careers. All right, they think, having a job and paying bills, that's the way of life. All right, but we kings and princesses, we not supposed to be working. We're not supposed to be, especially for an Edomite boss. All right, we supposed to be ruling over these other nations. All right, and it says, and a gift destroys the heart. All right, so just like these celebrities. All right, these elites, they give them money. All right, they give them drugs, but that's destroying their heart.
Destroying their mind, plaguing their mind.
Right, bribing them, taking them out of their integrity, pretty much.
See, but it was okay when all the other nations had their chance to rule over us. It was okay. And now that Jake is speaking, what's gonna happen to them? Ultimately, they don't got an issue with us. They got an issue with YAHAWASHI. So it's like.
Now we preaching hate.
We preaching hate speech now. You know what I'm saying? You done kicked our ass from here to the other side of the world. Now all of a sudden, when we tell you through the scriptures that the Lord is getting ready to put you into slavery, all of a sudden it's a problem. How that works? You know what I'm saying? That sounds crazy. Okay, if you're all about justice and a second chance, then you should accept it. But these people, they're wicked. They're not going to accept that. They're not going to accept true justice. Okay, true righteousness. They're not going to accept that. Because now when it's their turn to go into captivity, now we're the evil ones. Now we're the wicked ones.
Even when you bring up our captivity, being enslaved, even though we still are today, but even though when we bring up transatlantic slave trade, all right, we speaking hate, but we speaking the truth.
Right.
Tell you to get over it, but y'all foot still on our neck, but we all equal.
Right.
So 2nd Ezra chapter 10 and verse 22. Our pastry is laid on the ground. Our song is put to silence.
All right, that song is these scriptures, man. But through the power of YAHAWASHI, the song is being back up. The song is being brought back alive, man.
Our rejoicing is at an end.
That's because we're in mourning. We're in a state of mourning right now. We're not rejoicing in Babylon, man. All right, if you rejoicing in Babylon, you got demons on you.
The light of our candlestick is put out. Things are defiled, and the name that is called upon us is almost profane. Our children are put to shame. Our priests are burnt. Our Levites are gone into captivity. Our virgins are defiled, and our wives ravished.
Our women, man, our women are defiled, man. There's almost no virgins in this society, man. And the Lord, He said that we are to have virgins as our wives. Man, I was watching a video last night. It's called telegoonery, something like that. You ever heard of that?
Nope.
It's because if you lie with a woman to have sex with her, your DNA is put in her. So if she has multiple bodies, if she got like five bodies on her, then all the DNA from those other men is inside of her. And if she has a baby by the sixth man, that baby could look like
Yeah, it can have traits like certain features about them of the other man.
Because their DNA is inside of her, man. You know, so that's why the Lord said, take a virgin for your wife.
Come.
You know, but we in Babylon, we can't have virgins. You know, it's very rare. You know, but that's why the Lord said to have virgins, man.
And the womb is so polluted. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our women's wombs are polluted, man. They're defiled, man. They have a residue of other men. And then on top of that, Esau puts all these chemicals in our food, and the womb of our women are completely toxic, filled with metals and such, man. That's why a lot of our children, besides the vaccines, a lot of our children, man, they're subjected to a lot of these metals, and they come out deformed and having issues. What Esau has done to Jacob, man, is too much, man. You know, there's a lot of things that we don't even know yet, and a lot of things we're gonna receive when Yahawashi returns. We're gonna understand the depth of the things Esau has done, man, to us. You know, that's why these other nations, they don't understand why we're out here sighing and crying. Okay, because they thinking what we went through is an easy thing. Okay, we're gonna show you how easy it is when the Lord returns and we put you into captivity. They don't understand the damage we taken on mentally because of this captivity. They don't understand that, but they're gonna understand it clearly when the Lord returns. All right.
Our righteous men carried away, our little ones destroyed. Our women, our young men are brought in bondage, and our strong men are become weak.
Our strong men are become weak, man. The hot people in this society, man, they are very weak, man. All right, you know, as far as like the LeBron James, all right, the Floyd Mayweathers, you know, our leaders are soft, man. You know, so that's why the Lord he has to choose the lowly jakes, you know, like us, man.
Basement. He took basement, man.
You know, we nothing in this society, but hey, the Lord he's chosen the meek, man.
Come.
That's great. Them little kids, they like the smell of the sage. They got demons on. You got a picture?
I'm not gonna see.
That woman got demons on her too. She got a fade.
I actually know that daughter, man. That's her cousin is actually in well, was in the truth, so she knows.
Yeah, so she walked by and said, yeah, they hate white man.
Yeah, they know.
They was the kids stopped, and they
But I don't understand. Why you in so much defense for somebody that's been oppressing you for so goddamn long and still doing it to this day? Like that's not noticeable to you.
Lord hates the so-called white.
That's right.
All right? That's the only reason why we hate the so-called white man, because the Lord hates him, man. All right? You know, it says that, what is that? Malachi? You know, why Malachi 1:4, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated.
Yeah,
You know? So, of course, we hate the so-called white man. All right? He's a devil. You know, he's making us pay for everything, man.
I'll read this because if I'm not mistaken, this is 1 Corinthians 1 verse 27. But the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. Okay, the Lord chose the weak in this world. Okay, who are the weak? We are, because according to Esau, in his status and his understanding, we're low. Okay, we're base, but the Most High chose us to confound the wicked, to confound the wise, because it's not the word. The words that we bring out are not our words; they're the words of the Most High. Okay, but we have faith, and that's the most important thing that we have. Okay, we have faith in YAHAWASHI, and we're confounding the wise, and they can't understand how do we know all the things that we know. Okay, and we give all glory to our power. We give all glory to YAHAWASHI. Okay, because according to Esau, we were supposed to be dead. According to Esau, we were supposed to be in jail. Okay, we were supposed to be out here focusing on our dreams and such. Okay, but the Lord pulled us from the world and had us doing His work and gave us understanding and gave us knowledge. So now we're able to look at Esau in his eyes and tell him that he's going into captivity, and they don't like that. This is why they're going to try to do whatever they got to do to get rid of us off the corners of the streets. Okay, they're gonna try to do anything to have us ban it. They're gonna try to ban us from. Oh, he got the
Yeah, that's a
he got a
true.
European car.
It's a true foreign car right
Yeah,
there.
that's a true. He's driving on the opposite side.
Congressional.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you I met Martin Luther King himself?
He's a loser. Martin Luther King was a loser, man.
That's right.
He betrayed our
died,
people.
though.
So what?
He's a martyr.
Who said Martin Luther King
Martyr
represented
for
us?
who?
He's not a,
We didn't
Martyr
collectively
for a
get
white man.
together.
Martyr
I
for
like
Satan,
the man.
bitch.
Hey, you can like him. That's
course you
personal.
like him.
Because he's for your people.
Okay.
He's
For
for
my
your way.
people?
Yeah, he's for your way and your people. He was
Okay.
not for the Lord.
Right.
Okay, whatever, man. You can activate over there, man. That's right. You can activate over there. I mean, you going into captivity, man. You going into
Ugly ass niggas, my job.
Hey, Martin Luther
man, get ready for slavery.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Get ready for slavery.
Martin Luther King said he led his people into a burning house.
man.
Oh, that was his infamous quote.
Come on.
Ain't nobody.
Set us up. We're supposed to be separated.
Right. You know, and you know that's why I don't. You know, I'm not sure if I spoke about this before, but I'm not sure. When the hell we get this from, man? We didn't collectively get together and join Martin Luther King. Okay, we as quote unquote black people, we never got together and like, yo, we gonna get behind this guy. Okay, that never happened. You know what I'm saying?
God.
So we don't agree with Martin Luther King. We don't agree with anything that he spoke for. Okay, because he led our people like he
fucking
said.
nose, bro.
He led us into a broken house, man. I mean, a burning house. Okay, Martin Luther King was a traitor to our people, man.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? They try to put him up as if we all agree with that man. We don't all agree with Martin Luther King, man. Okay?
And there's a precept where it says, the prophet have said, I have dreamed. You know, that's talking about Martin Luther King, man.
Con.
That's a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. The Most High took his ass out, man.
Con.
For being a liar, man. To being a deceiver of our people. Okay, but that's all. That's a weapon of the so-called white man, propping up leaders that they say that represents us, and then they kill them and sacrifice them publicly. Now all of a sudden, you got Jake over here idolizing these people for what? What did they do? They didn't do anything for you. They didn't tell you the truth. They didn't tell you who you are.
Right.
Okay, they led you further into darkness, man. Further into integration.
Set up.
Okay, because integration caused us to drop our culture. Whatever understanding we had about the old world, it forced us to drop it. Because why? In order to succeed, we have to take on the way of the dominant society. And Esau didn't take on our way; we took on his way. Okay, because he controlled everything. So when we integrated, we had to integrate within his system. Okay, they didn't integrate into our system or the system of the Lord. We integrated into their system because they control everything. So it's easy for them to say, oh, let us all get together. Let's just all be one. Let's just love. Yeah, you can say that because you're in power.
That's that Martin Luther King
That's
spirit.
that Martin Luther King spirit. It's easy to say that when you're in power.
Right.
When you control everything. Oh, let's be equal. And let's be one people, one love. But you say that, you say that when you're in captivity. When you're serving us for free. Okay? You wanna come to the table and let's talk about it? Okay, let's say this. Okay? After the 1,000 years of slavery, we can have a talk after that. Okay? But you're not gonna like the results of that talk. Okay? Because you think we're gonna give up our power after 1,000 years? After you serve 1,000 years of slavery, we're gonna come to the table and we're gonna talk? You won't talk with us. What makes you think we're gonna talk with you? Through the scriptures, we know through prophecy that you're gonna be tossed into a fire, man. And you're no longer gonna exist on the earth after those 1,000 years of so-called white man.
Right.
Okay? Which is Esau in the Bible.
Con.
Okay? He's no longer gonna be on the earth ever again. We're no longer gonna be able to see Esau ever on the earth again. After he serves 1,000 years, right along with the other nations. But see, the other nations, they're gonna be happy when Jacob ruled. Okay? Because they're gonna, after their 1,000 years of captivity, they're gonna be able to have their lands. Okay? But they're gonna live under our rulership. Okay?
Tribute.
And they're gonna pay tribute forever. Nah, that's not how the Lord wants us to operate.
Con. I got a precept.
Go ahead, Al.
This is Numbers 23 and 20. It says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Amalek, man, he's the They're the people that like to hide behind the curtains. They're the people that control things behind the scenes. They don't like to prop themselves up as being the leader of anything. But we know that they control everything. These so-called Jews, man, they control everything. They control the banking systems. Okay?
Chief of Edom.
They're
Right,
the chief
house of Edom.
Yeah, they're the noble family.
Con.
The top noble family.
Con.
Okay, but they like to play behind the scenes. They don't like to put their name on anything much. They don't like to say that we did this. It was because of us. That they like to hide behind the scenes. And if people don't understand that Amalek, they control both sides. Yeah, because the scripture says a house divided can't stand. Okay, Esau on this side is one side of the house, and the Russians are the other side of the house, and they're divided. Okay, but Amalek controls both sides because Amalek controls the banking systems. They have dollars, we have dollars over here. Every country has dollars. How is that? Okay, because they all run under the same system. Okay, because Amalek was very smart, especially the elite families. What they've done was, as their children were growing up, they sent their children into the other nations. Okay, that they can speak their languages. Okay, and be brought up in their countries and in their nations, and that's how they were able to take over these other nations, man. And they control both sides. Okay, because Amalek, especially the elite banking families, they own and control the world's largest gunpowder mine. Okay, so when your country is getting ready to go into war, let's say you already have the supplies that you need. Okay, as soon as your supplies are depleted and you don't have enough gunpowder for your weapons, you have to go to Amalek, and both sides have to go to Amalek because they own the world's largest gunpowder reserve. Okay, so now you don't have no money, you don't have no substances. Now the other nations are going to Amalek like, look, we don't have nothing, but we need to win this war. So what they do is they make deals with Amalek. Okay, we want this and we want this and we want ownership of that in your country, and they'll do anything to win. Okay, but ultimately Amalek is not going to lose whether you win or lose. Right. Okay, Amalek is going to win, right, because even if your side loses, they still on paper have all your substances. Right. They have full control of your nation. Right. So it's a win-win for them. Okay, so Amalek is controlling both sides, but see, they think they're in control of everything when they're not. Okay, the Most High is in control. Okay, where's the scripture says of the heart of king?
What is that?
Proverbs 21:1. Yep, in the scriptures they're called the secret counsel of the wicked.
They are the secret counsel because they like to hide behind these curtains, man.
Yep.
21:1.
Yep. Proverbs.
It's Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahawah, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Okay, the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High. Okay, he turned it wherever he wants it to turn. Okay, so all the things that Esau is doing, he thinking that he came up with it. Okay, but he has no idea where his thoughts come from. Okay, the Most High is in control of this movie. Okay, they think everything that they're doing is of their own knowledge and understanding. Okay, they don't know the foundation of knowledge and understanding. Okay, they don't know what happens to that little voice in their head. They don't know what happens to it when it dies. Where does it go? Who's in control of it? Who put it in there? Who put it in your body? They don't know. They know, but they don't want to give credit to the Most High. Okay, this is the Most High's movie, man. Okay, he controls both sides. What's written in the scripture will come to pass.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Lord Yahawah, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
The Lord said, deliver us from them, man. That's what he said. Repeat that again.
Psalm 17:13, it says, Arise, O Lord Yahawah, disappoint him, cast him down.
Disappoint him, cast him down. And this is what the Most High is getting ready to do. And he's preparing that in a beautiful way that we can see. Okay? That those who believe in his name, those who believe in his word can see it. But the rest of the world, they can't see it. Okay? Go ahead.
It said, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Deliver our soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Okay, so the wicked of the world is the sword of the Most High. Yep. Okay, the scripture Job 9 verse 24 says what? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, so who establishes that? The Most High. Yep. Okay, and that even goes back even further when Esau received his blessing. Okay, because his blessing was to receive the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. Okay, So that was pretty much in a way prophecy. Okay, because Esau controls the world today. Okay, but his demise is to serve Jacob. His end is to serve Jacob, and that's according to Scripture. Okay, so Jacob hasn't controlled the whole world yet. Okay, and we're living in a time where Jacob is getting ready to control the world. But first Esau has to come down.
Right.
Okay, and how is he going to come down? Through the word of the Most High, and his word shall not come back to him void.
Right. Tells you that.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make...
That's what I'm looking for. Go ahead.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, YAHAWASHI, do all these things.
Go ahead,
you got it. You got it.
Go ahead.
All right. So the Lord, the Lord is the one, creating this peace. All right. The Lord creates peace, and He creates evil. All right. So these elites. All right. You hear about the wars and rumors of wars. That's all Yahawah. Yahawah control good and He control evil. All right. So the Lord is in control of everything.
Woo! Precept.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 10, and I'll actually start from the top. It says, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is such all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Verse 4, here's the point. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time He will set over it one that is profitable.
Okay, and who's the profitable that the Lord is going to put over? Okay, Yahawashah. And then who's joint heirs with Yahawashah? Jacob.
Right.
Okay, but go up a scripture before that.
It's Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 10 and 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people.
An unwise king destroyeth his people. And that's Esau. Okay? Esau put his own people into captivity. How unwise is that? He put his own people into captivity. Okay? He put us into captivity, now their own people are in captivity. They're paying bills, they're paying for water and food and everything else. But yet, they're so prideful, they still believe that they're over you. Okay? And that's because that's an unwise king, man. That's not going to happen in our kingdom. That's not going to happen when Yahawashi returns. Okay? We're not going to be in slavery with the other nations. They're going to be in slavery by themselves. And we're going to reap the benefits of all of that. Okay? And all our people is going to be rich from the top to the bottom. Okay? There's not going to be one poor people amongst our people. That even though the Lord said that the poor shall be with us forever, but the poor of our people is going to be different. The poor of our people is going to be like the elite of this world, even richer. Because the poor of our people, man, they're going to live it up, man. They're going to have servants themselves. They may not have as much substance as the elect is going to have, but they're going to have servants, man.
Yeah. Esau, he unwise putting his own people into captivity because he's so cheap, man. Amalek, man. Working for Amalek himself, man, they cheap, man. They tax you for everything.
And I'm about to say, most of the people that's on food stamps is Edomite.
But they like to blame it on Jake. They be like, oh, you guys are on welfare. They on television, they make it seem as if we're the problem. They make it seem as if, oh, the economic system is bad because of Jake. The government in trouble financially because of Jake, because of the so-called Mexicans and the so-called blacks. They need to fend for themselves. They need to go out and get jobs and stuff like that. But it's your fault that your economic system is crashing. But you're trying to blame it on Jake. And guess what? Because you're in power, nobody can refute that. Nobody can go against you for saying that. Everybody's just going to agree because they control everything. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to disagree because they want to continue eating. Okay? They want to continue to drink. They want to continue to have those good jobs. This is why a lot of our people, they're going to agree with Esau during that time, man. Because they don't want to give up the things that they have in this kingdom. That's why a lot of our people, they're going to take that chip, man. They're going to take the mark of the beast because they lack faith in the Most High.
They're going to try to save their life. That's why the scripture says those that save their life shall lose their life.
Those that save their life shall lose it. Okay? Because they want what the so-called white man has to offer instead of what the Most High has to offer. How does the so-called white man get into power? The Most High put them into power. Right. The Most High is the controller of their minds. Okay? They don't even know where their thoughts come from and where it goes after they die. They think everything is of themselves, but they're gonna learn very well that these so-called white people are going into captivity, man.
That's right.
Thus saith the Bible.
That's right.
If you got a problem, take it up with the boss.
Right.
Okay? This is in the Bible. Okay? The Bible tells of your end. Don't you want to know it? It's like y'all. Okay? We receive our judgment. Why? So what's the problem of you receiving yours? If you think you're so-called good people, then stand in front of the Lord and tell him that. Okay? Oh, we're good people. They put it on TV like the so-called white people are so good and they don't do any evil. Well, say that in front of the Lord and see what he says. Okay? Because we took our judgment. Now it's time for yours. Ooh! All right? Shit. Now it's time for yours. Go ahead. You have precepts?
Well, keep speaking because I got to find it.
Okay? They don't want to be judged. Okay, but they want to go all around the world and judge other people, saying that, oh, this leader is not ruling over their people correctly. Oh, I want to do it. Okay, well, who made you the judge? Okay, but the Most High is lifting up the skirt in Babylon, man. Okay, the Most High sent his prophets out here to prophesy and tell the people their judgment, man. Our people first and the other nations.
I got a precept though.
Go ahead, out.
This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This is the matter by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
Go ahead, break that down, huh?
Well, that's just saying, the Most High, he controls everything. And it says he rules in the kingdom of men, so the Most High, he controls everything that goes down on earth. And he said he'll set up whoever he will, meaning that whoever the Most High sees fit to be ruling, he's going to set them up. And the basis of men represents Esau. Job 30 says they're more vile than the earth. They're base men.
And we agree with the Lord. So whoever he want to put up, he's going to put up. Well, it's our time to be brought back up. Okay, and we agree with that. Because we suffered, man. We took on we paid for our sins. Now it's time for the other nations to serve their judgment. You know
that scripture out of one where it said I thought it said defraud thy neighbor.
Defraud thy neighbor not his wages.
Yeah.
That's in the law. I don't know the scripture though.
His wages. Start in his wages. Because working for Esau, man, they make millions of dollars a day. But still, they pay us every 2 weeks.
Supposed to pay that man every day for his work.
We're supposed to be paid every week, man.
Bro,
every day.
Every day.
When you think about it, bro, when you're amongst people who make a lot of money, who make thousands of dollars a day, we over here, we talking about, and we're excited about getting paid an extra dollar per hour. We over here getting paid $15 an hour, some of us 10, some of us 12, and we think we living it up. You know what I'm saying? Jake think they living it up, getting paid $15 an hour. Bro, that's so base, man. That's so little, man. That's crumbs, man. You getting paid $15, $18 an hour, that's crumbs, man. But because we're at the bottom, we think that's a lot of money. That's not a lot of money at all. You have these elites making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day, okay? And we making $15 an hour.
I was at Walmart, it was a Walmart like almost 2 weeks ago in his Northern Kingdom. He was an employee at Walmart, and I was walking by. He was talking to his other Southern Kingdom, and he in the Northern Kingdom he was prepped up because he had got a raise for $12. He was like, I'm making $12 now.
Damn.
In my mind, I was like, what?
It's sad, man. It's sad.
And then another thing too, when you think about it, if you look on your check, they got Medicaid coming out your check,
right?
And you don't even got you don't got health care.
But then when you go to the hospital or a doctor, you still gotta pay.
They take it out of the check already.
That's crazy.
I thought y'all took it out of my paycheck already.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
You know how much money we supposed to have?
By now.
By now, if we go to the hospital, that shit be shit.
Lucky. They said that Jeff Bezos, he cut benefits for Whole Foods employees to save money, to save $8 million.
What happened?
Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, he cut healthcare benefits for Whole Foods employees to save $8 million, but he makes $8 million an hour.
That's crazy.
Damn.
$8 million an hour.
That's the dude that on Amazon?
Yeah.
He definitely sold out.
I got a precept.
I mean, he's Esau, ain't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't sell out. How could you sell out if that's your own people?
Hope you guys are having a good day.
Hey.
Too.
Ready to
Hi,
be a
friend.
slave?
Ready to be a slave?
All right.
I got a precept. This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the
They
wicked,
own us.
but when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn.
Come on, break it
All
down.
right.
He own us. They own us.
I'll read that one. he like thumbs up.
Yeah, he.
All right, so let's lock it. Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Come on.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right, so that's how we know that the wicked is ruling right now. All right, you know from Jake all the way down to these other nations.
Come on.
All right, everybody on the face of this planet is mourning.
Come on.
All right, the brother just said not too long ago, Lady Gaga. All right, she regrets selling her soul.
Come on.
All right, that's an Edomite. All right, from the Edomites to Jake to your average Arab. All right, everybody's oppressed. Everybody's mourning.
Come on.
Everybody's in a state of mourning.
Come on.
This is why. Slack.
Go ahead, I'll play.
This is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 13. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. You know, these Edomites, you know, they cuff our money all night, man. And they pay us a week or two later. You know? And
They're gonna wail and they're gonna lament for Babylon. They're gonna lament for the downfall of America. Okay, because they benefited off this place, man. Okay, like I said earlier, man, this place is full of employees, man. It's for an employee. What it means, servant or slave, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Okay, you have a country full of slaves, man. So these other countries, they find that very, very beneficial to their own. Okay, go ahead.
this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Come on.
You know, all these nations, man, they're gonna receive destruction, man. You know, China, Russia, Israel, all these countries, they're gonna receive judgment by the Lord.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna receive judgment by the Lord, man. Okay? They're gonna lament for this place and all that. Because Babylon is actually keeping a lot of these countries afloat. Okay? Because they have a lot of businesses here. Okay? They have a lot of dealings with Babylon. Okay? But as soon as America collapses, as soon as America falls, their economic system is gonna fall as well. That's why these other nations are in a hurry to reestablish their own economic system. Because once Babylon falls, there's gonna be a ripple effect, man. There's gonna be a domino effect to the other nations, and it's gonna happen quickly. Because Babylon allows them to receive income every day. Okay, every hour.
Verse 2. 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 2.
What percent is on?
My phone. Matter of fact.
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? It says, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? You know, these missiles, man. Let me read that again. It says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? You know, you're not going to be able to quench the fire that YAHAWASHI is going to put on
Babylon, man.
On Babylon and these other countries, man. You know, it says a sword is sent upon you, who may turn it back, man. You're not going to be able to turn back the wrath that YAHAWASHI is going to put on these other nations, man. All right, the Lord is going to destroy these other nations with a sword destruction.
Esau really truly believes that when he brings down the economic system, and when because he believes he's establishing the Georgia Guidestone. Okay, he believes that he's in control. He's going to be in control of the chaos that's getting ready to come. But he doesn't understand. Once that fire is lit, he's not going to be able to control it. Okay, once people start knocking other people off, you're gonna have so-called innocent people knocking off people, man. You know, once Once they catch that first body, it's not going to be something they're going to be able to control after that. Esau's not going to be able to control all hell breaking loose, because you even have amongst his people planning to overthrow the government. Okay, they have rebel groups amongst themselves that's going to try to overthrow the government. Okay, so this is going to be something that he believes in his mind that he's going to be able to control, but you can't control the spirit of the people, because the Most High is in control of the spirit of the people. Once that fire is kindled, there's no way of controlling it, man. And they're going to be victims of their own plans.
Right. Devices.
Devices. Salakia. Thawada.
So kind.
You know, they gonna be caught in their own stuff, man. They think they can truly control the people, man, because they really think that they are the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They not the Most High, and they gonna learn that the hard way. That's why in the scriptures it says that in Revelation, man, they gonna go into their holes, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell the rocks to fall on us, man.
Right.
Because at that point, they're going to know and understand, man, they're out of control. They're going to know and understand that the Most High is in control of all these things, man. And then they're going to know in their spirit, man, YAHAWASHI is coming, man. They know it.
Yeah. Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. It says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that the hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
Go ahead. Break that up. Okay, start from the top.
12?
Yeah.
Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
He disappointed say that again.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
He disappoints them, man. And he's going to disappoint them during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All the plans that they had for Jacob, all the plans that they had for us, man, the concentration camps, the pestilences and stuff like that, all of that is going to get out of hand. Okay? Because the Lord just might do this. Oh, they may be in their little areas and their little bunkers and stuff like that, and they may throw pestilences out there, but somehow, some way, the Most High just might have those pestilences enter inside their bunkers and start infecting their children. And they gonna what's the point of that bunker then for? Because they don't keep in mind who's in control of all of this. They don't consider the Most High. The Most High don't need to create any like pestilences raw. He controls it, man. He can create one right inside of you, out of nowhere, and infect your whole bunker, man. Continue on that.
It says, so that the hands cannot perform their enterprise.
So that their hands cannot perform the enterprise, man. They're not going to be able to control the chaos that's going on. Things that they took years of planning to execute, they're not going to be able to execute it the way that they want to, man. Okay? Because the Most High, his spirit is in that fire, man. The spiritual fire and the carnal fire that's coming, man. That's going to kill and destroy 2/3 of our people, man. And then also the other nations that are here and in diverse parts of the world. Go ahead.
And wouldn't it even be for those missiles? Because they created the missiles to go to war. The missiles really created
to destruction.
Right. In verse 13 it says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
Okay, they're gonna be thrown headlong. Okay, they're gonna be cast into confusion, man. They're gonna try to figure out, like, damn, what happened, man? I thought we had all of this planned. What's going on? They're gonna be all looking at each other like, man, you know what I'm saying? At that point, within that confusion, it's gonna be every man for themselves. And Esau is gonna start killing each other off. Because they're gonna try to find the blame. Who's to blame for this? Who's to blame for this plan not happening? And they're gonna get paranoid and they're gonna start killing each other, even the elite. All right, continue.
Let me read that. It says, verse 13 says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. I was gonna say something, man. I don't. Slahil. Hold on, we're gonna come back. Want me to read 14?
Go ahead.
It says, they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night.
Well, he said they meet in darkness.
They meet with darkness in the
daytime, man. That's a wicked people, man. That's a wicked people, man. They all about craftiness and Satanism, man.
Secret counsel of the wicked.
Secret counsel of the wicked, man. They all about that. They all about the left-hand side in the daytime while it is light. Okay, while everything is well, man.
Well, I was gonna say that about the when it says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and that's just like the space force.
Con.
You know, Donald Trump trying to create a space force. Hey, that's just for their destruction.
Con.
You know, for any 2/3 Jake that tries to join the military and try to fight in that space force, you know, they just gonna be destroyed, man.
Okay, though they join hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. Okay, and if you join hand in hand with them, you're gonna receive of that same judgment. Okay, the so-called white people are going into slavery according to the Bible.
That's right.
And that the Bible says it. Okay, and if you disagree with it, well, you need to take it up with the Lord.
That's right.
Okay, this is the truth. We went into slavery, and everybody's cool with it. And now you're going into slavery, and we're letting you know ahead of time. So prepare yourselves.
That's right.
Okay. Hey, man.
Yep.
Hey, they acting all nonchalant about it, but they don't understand the reality of it. We had to understand the reality of slavery, man.
Is that in the Bible?
Yeah, it's in the Bible. If they would just stand here and come back, they'll read it.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
I've been looking for this. Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken.
Come.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Come on, man.
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
They shall not go unpunished, man. Okay? That's a great precept, because we had to drink of it, and the Most High didn't have it for us to drink of that cup, but we drunk of it. You know what I'm saying? We drunk every last bit of that cup, man. But they gonna get the worst part of it. They gonna get the dregs of it. Yeah, they gonna get double of it. They gonna get dregs, man. Man, every time I hear that word, the dregs. If you ever drink like a craft beer, like, you know, people who make their own beer and stuff like that, a lot of that stuff that sits at the bottom, that's so disgusting, bro. It's so bitter, man. That shit is nasty, man. Ooh. Some people think the beer is nasty. The dregs is nasty. That's the part of the beer that makes alcohol.
Man, what's the dregs?
Yeah, the dregs. It's the stuff that's left over at the bottom of the beer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna get y'all some craft beer, and then when y'all see it, y'all gonna be like, this is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, bro. That's the part of the beer you do not want to drink. See, we went through slavery, but it's not the true slavery that the so-called white man is gonna go through. Okay? The so-called white man in the other nations, they're gonna go through the true slavery. Okay? Right. We're the Most High people, and everybody thought our slavery was horrible. Imagine what your slavery is getting ready to be. Okay? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites and the people of the Most High.
That's right.
Okay, don't you know that? Can't you see that? Okay? We're better than everybody else. We're better than the other nations, man. Okay? Thus saith the Lord, man. He separated us from all the other nations, man. Our people can't see that, man, because they seek love of the other nations, man. And they don't seek the love of the Most High. They don't seek to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity. And they're going to pay the price for that, man. Because they chose not to serve the Lord willfully, man. Now the Lord is going to he's going to impose his will upon the wicked of our people and the other nations. Okay, and they're going to learn perfectly, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's Jake. That's Jake. Yeah, come on.
Definitely Jake. In Psalm 73 and 5, man, they are not in trouble with other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covers them as a garment.
That's why they walk past here, and they don't. Yeah. They think the words that we saying is complete crap. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know these are not our words. These are the words of the Most High. You know, they've been untouched for all these years. That's why they're so prideful when we say these things. Okay? They man, their head is above water, man. They tripping, man.
When he said they're not playing like other men, no, Edomite, you know, they'll go crazy if they just lose their job.
Right.
Or if they got
get the car
$200 in their bank account, they feel like they broke. No, Jake, if they have $200, they going out to the club.
Right.
You know, they buying some lick.
Right.
They ready to smoke some weed.
We make the best of that $200.
Right.
What precept was that, Kalai?
Psalm 72 and...
Can you read that one more time?
Good precept, Mark.
That was Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment.
Right. I got something real quick.
They can shave their beard, not get bumps. They can eat pork, do all that. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Smoke hella cigarettes.
They can live completely disgusting. They can live like bums, and they can be fine. But the moment we come into their environment, we start to get sick. We get the sniffles and all that kind of stuff, man. Go ahead, Al.
This is just to show that the Bible is so true, because this is an article It said from USA Today, you know, it says daycare provider who hanged toddler in her basement sentenced to probation.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Yep, not playing like other men.
crazy. Michael Vick, fucking fight
Hanging
dogs,
dogs.
and then he get locked up for 2 years in prison.
Con, and whole career
Wasn't
gone.
even home when that happened.
He wasn't even at the house.
Crib, con.
This bitch hanged a toddler and has probation, man. Not house arrest.
She should be going to jail for attempted murder.
Right.
That's a life. She took a life.
Manslaughter.
No,
took life.
she attempted.
Oh, she attempted.
Attempted. Yeah, that should be
Okay.
attempted murder.
That is attempted murder.
Con.
Wow, probation.
And that even proves that
Dang.
because that scripture says violence covers them as a garment.
Ooh.
You know, they all about violence. You know, just doing evil, wicked shit.
There gotta be a devil to fucking hang a toddler.
Con.
What the toddler do so bad that you want to hang the toddler?
Yeah, con.
The toddler really don't know right from wrong
Right.
just as yet, man.
Right.
And you want to hang them. And you know, and sometimes the nigga woman, the demons be hopping on the nigga woman for that too. The so-called Israelite daughter, man. They be putting babies in microwaves and stuff like that just because they don't like the baby daddy, man.
That's
Dumb
the curses.
Yeah, that's the curse. They'll kill their children, man, just because they don't like the baby daddy, man. What kind of monster, what kind of beast is that, man?
Goddamn
If you
nigga
don't like the
woman.
baby daddy, why you even open your?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What the scripture say? Open their quiver to every arrow.
Because sex has been perverted here in Babylon, man. Sex is no longer spiritual here in Babylon. You know, sex is a spiritual thing between a man and a woman, man.
Your flesh becoming one.
Yeah, you become one flesh.
In the scripture, they open their quiver to every arrow.
Yep, Sirach. I think it's the 26th chapter. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter, and towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children which she shall bear. For she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates.
And that's the one complaint the so-called black man has against the so-called black woman, man. As soon as they get pregnant, man, they act totally different, man. They act like a different person, man. It's as if they were never together in the first place, man. So that's the spirit that jumps on them when they get pregnant, man. It's like they try to trap you up with the baby. Okay, they'll be one way until they get pregnant, and when they know they got you, they act like a total bitch, man.
I was talking to this Jake on Friday about because he just got locked up. He just got out of prison, and I told him, you know, to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman, you know, they look as a child as a come up. You know,
Right.
that's child support for the next 18 years.
18 plus years, because if that child goes to college and stays in school,
Yeah,
child support continues.
But you only have to pay child support until you're 18.
Okay.
Once you're 18, you consider as an adult in this society.
But if the child goes to school, he doesn't have to continue to pay.
Nah, nope.
Wow. I know a man who lost his whole house because by the time the daughter was reaching around 18,
He probably had to pay
Back child support.
So if she turned 18 and you still got $2,000 something dollars left in child support,
he was
you
never
still gotta
on
pay
child
that.
support the whole time.
Damn.
But right before she turned 18, the mom put him on child support, man.
Yeah, so now
he
you
had-
got
he got
back
paid
pay.
all that stuff
He had
back.
to pay
He lost his
yeah.
house. He lost his house for that, man. But you know what? When I seen him, he was happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he lost his house, something that he worked hard for all his life. But now his wife is no longer in his life, and the children still love him because he raised them his whole life. But it's because the woman, she was, and I never knew she was like that because she didn't come off like that publicly. You know what I'm saying? She was a school teacher, all that kind of stuff. So she was very nice to the children and all that, but she was the demon at home.
Yeah.
She waited till that child was nearly 18 years old and then put that man on child support, and he had no kind of money to pay for it. He had to give up his home, man.
Or you know, get far away. You know, it's pretty much because of the Eve.
Calm.
I got a precept. This is Isaiah 32 in verse 10. Let me start at 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." You know, the child support, you know, help from the government. You know, all that shit is gonna fail. You know, once Jacob's trouble come,
and then all these women they're gonna then they're gonna want a man.
Nah.
You know.
We gonna be hella choosy in that time.
Yep.
All right, I'm choosy now, man. I'm like, I'm picking up on a lot of the subtleties about our women. I'm starting to pick up a lot of that, because the longer you're in the truth, and the more you live by a certain standard, you're able to see and pick up on a lot of stuff, man. And I'm starting to pick up a lot of stuff on the women. I'm paying more attention to what they're saying and how they're acting and carrying themselves. So even if they look fine and they're super attractive, certain things could turn me off because I know I'm gonna see that again.
Eyelashes,
right?
Fake eyelashes, all that shit. All that shit brings demons, man. Because that weave is sacrificed to idol gods over in East India.
Them Arabs pray over that shit.
That dude, Chris Rock, I think that's his name. He had went over there and seen they
the way they
business.
Right.
When he seen their business, it's like a cocaine business. It's probably bigger than cocaine. The hair business.
Yeah, that's like a heroin trade or something. Yeah, because the nigga woman, man, she spent top dollar for weed, man.
If it was accidental,
and all that shit is spread over to false gods, man.
Right.
And they put that shit in their hair. You know, and that brings demons on them.
Different kind of spirits.
You know, so if a woman got blonde weave or any type of weave, man, you know, that's a big red flag.
And if you see a woman, she's constantly changing her hairstyle and changing her look, that means she got different spirits on her, man. Because for every look, it's a different spirit about her. When she look in the mirror and she see a different haircut or a different hair color, that's a different spirit. That means you're dealing with all those different people. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
so true.
And Jake at the plantation, he's like, oh man, I love my women with that blonde hair.
Yeah?
She looks right. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. That brings hella demons, man.
She a totally different person, bro.
Come on, my Eve, she got a little fucking haircut. Man, this bitch hype. She is getting hype, man. Like, I kept telling her, I'm like, yo, you acting like a whole new person now. Like, you need to calm your ass down.
Back in the world, man, when we used to get haircuts and stuff like that, after the first day or whatever, second day, I stopped thinking about my head, man. They would be like, oh man, you look different. I'm like, oh, you know, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think about that. I don't think about how I look with my hair and stuff like that, because in my mind, I'm still me. But that's not how women think. I mean, when they got a new hairstyle, man, they got a whole new personality, man. If they got that Holly Berry haircut, they literally in their mind thinking that they're Holly Berry.
Right.
What's the scripture that say a woman's hair is given for a covering?
And her glory, their hair is their glory as well.
Really, supposed to be in public to other men. You're supposed to be
Covered up.
Cover that up, man, and show that all off to your man at the house.
That's certain women, when their clothes is on, you don't really see their body like that. But when they get naked, you be like, damn.
Like the Arab
You know what I'm saying?
women.
Yeah.
Arab women.
Yeah.
That's probably the best example of how our women
Should be. Right.
You know, the Muslim women.
Right.
You know, they cover sometimes they cover everything of it except their eyes.
Hey, that's going too far, but okay, I get it, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't going too far for me.
Oh, okay, cause hey, a lot of these Arab women, they have pretty faces, man. Right. Even if I don't have to see the whole body, I just look at their face and how they doll it up. I'm like, yo, that's beautiful.
My Khalifa, even though she a harlot in the city, big time. She got a decent face.
She got a pretty face.
My
Khalifa, whatever that porn star chick is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
All right, this is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 2. For men shall be lovers of themselves. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
Right? And that's even women. Women are lovers of their own selves, man.
Big time.
All right, and because women, they're supposed to be discreet, man. All right, it says that in Titus, the 2nd chapter. All right, our women are supposed to be discreet, man.
Modest apparel.
You know, not showing their cleavage to other men.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's not a lot to expect once she gets naked. It's like I've seen it already. You know what I mean?
And they really be showing their cleavage because they're not comfortable with either their booty's flat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they show their cleavage. Man, the lady at our job, the lady at the plantation, old ass white lady.
Damn.
You know, she got She got big breasts, but she ain't got no ass.
Right.
You know, but she shows her cleavage.
Yeah, she enhances that. Yeah.
You know,
And also, that's low self-esteem.
to attract men.
Come.
You know?
Kanye, you basically, it's like,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you basically making yourself of less value.
Come.
You know, because if something's easy to access, that means it has low value.
And then women would be wondering why, you know, they get, you know, if you showing your cleavage, if you showing your ass, what are you attracting? You're attracting
Sex, right.
Lust.
and you're attracting the man that approaches you. The man that approaches you.
what I'm saying?
You're
That's
gonna
what
attract the wrong man.
You're gonna attract the wrong man.
No,
But
that's
if
the
you
right
dressing
man.
in modest
That's the
apparel,
Actually, yes.
A wicked man for a wicked woman.
He right.
You
Yeah,
know?
they attracting the right man because that's who they are.
Yeah.
That's who they are inside.
Ooh.
Yeah, come.
But see, sometimes Eve have a hard time understanding that because they're under that doctrine, man.
Right.
Like this. Oh, if I ain't got this type of hairstyle, if I ain't dressing this type of way, I ain't fit. You know.
Right.
They looking up to Megan Thee Stallion,
Minaj.
Cardi B.
Right.
That shit, I don't like that look, man.
Rihanna and them got their titties out, just a little covering star. And
That doll look, I don't like
Right.
that look, bro. Whenever I see that, it's too close to transgender women, transgender. Like
yeah,
that,
you really can't tell.
I can't tell no more, man. It's like, man, I want a plain
Yeah,
woman,
too
man.
much makeup. I don't like that.
Hell
Yeah,
no,
bro.
I got precept. It's Sirach 26 or Ecclesiasticus 26, and I'll start at verse 22. It says, "And harlot shall be counted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband." Verse 23. "A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord."
You should be going after. You should be going after women that has value for themselves, man. All right, not these worldly women that want to be like these so-called high-class celebrities, man.
They're supposed to take our lead, man. You know what I mean? If you're not taking my lead, man, then you should already know that your purpose is strictly for sex, man. Because I need a woman that's gonna take my lead, because I'm not a part of the world like that. Okay, we live in the we have to live in the world, but we don't abuse it, man. You know, we have to go to work, and from time to time we might go to a bar or whatever. But we're not of the world, and we need the woman to follow our lead and take our lead. Because if you take a woman's lead, she's gonna want to go out every weekend. She's gonna want to shop and do all kind of craziness. Okay, we're not finna take their lead. You know, because they're up and down, left and right, here and there, and then I'm not gonna follow you like that. You gotta follow me because you know, I'm doing my best to serve the Lord. I have a standard.
I gotta put precept for you too.
You know, I have a foundation. You know, if you want that same foundation, or if you want to benefit from that foundation, follow me.
Right.
But if you don't want to follow me, death unto you. Go ahead,
It's for you. You can break it down too. Sirach chapter 25, verse 22 says, "A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach."
God.
Right there.
All right, because that's like what the brother was saying. You know, a woman trying to lead, trying to wear the pants in a relationship, man. She's gonna be full of anger, man.
Right.
All
Right.
because
Right.
that's not for them. That's not their position.
Time.
You know, a real strength in a woman is her bow down to the man. You know, her being in subjection, that shows true strength, man. All right, because not a lot of women can do that, man. All right, Fantasia, she was saying on the radio that
a lot of backlash too.
yeah, she got a lot of backlash. She was saying that her man is the head of the house.
Right.
You know, but women in this society, they don't agree with that, man. You know, they think that men and women are equal, but we're not, man. Because a man, as a man, we can have multiple women, but a woman, she can't have multiple men.
As soon as you tell them that, why? That's not fair.
Right.
It is double standard, man. And a perfect example is the story when the Most High plagued Miriam with leprosy. Her and Aaron were both talking shit.
Moses.
Right, her and Aaron were both talking shit, but the Most High judged her because she's a damn woman.
Right.
All these women supposed to be doing is just shutting the hell up and looking pretty, man.
A woman should be seen, not heard.
Yeah.
Hey, and I got a precept in Sirach chapter. Oh, it's like
No, you go ahead. I was just gonna say that was in that same chapter. I thought silent women.
huh?
A silent woman.
Yeah, go ahead though. You got it.
Yeah, I was, but I wasn't going there. I was going to 26.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, what shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
Con.
Hey, man.
Because
Virtuous woman rejoiced in her husband, man.
if you remain steadfast in the truth, you know, and doing the work, the Lord is gonna bring you a woman, you know, that's fitted for you.
Right.
You know, she's not gonna be perfect. She's, you know, obviously she's gonna be of the world to a certain degree, but she's gonna be decent enough for you.
Yeah.
And
You can
that's
deal
what-
with her, man.
Yeah, you'll be able to deal with her.
Like, a lot of these women are all, pretty much all these women are demons, man.
Con.
Yeah, precept. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In manner also that women adore themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broad hair or gold or pearls or costly array. All right, so the woman's supposed to be wearing modest apparel. All right, no pants. All right, and not showing off your cleavage. All right, and it says with shamefaced. All right, so your head supposed to be covered. All right, woman's not supposed to be walking around with these big ass hoop
Earrings, right.
hoop earrings. All right, these bling bling necklaces.
They try to draw attention.
Right.
Right, you know that's a harlot. All right, and I got another precept. This is Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. All right, because if you find a virtuous woman, all right, that's rare. All right, that's especially in this society, because you know everybody's look up to Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, all right, Cardi B. All right, everybody wants to be like these celebrities. All right, but a virtuous woman is hard to find. So when you find a virtuous woman, all right, that's far above rubies.
Because the women of this world, they want to serve the world. You know, they want to receive the glory of the world, man.
It's their kingdom.
Yeah, it's their kingdom. You know what I mean? They want to do whatever the world is doing. Okay, but the men of the Lord are not of the world. We're not into worldly things. Now, we like sports and stuff like that, and you know, every now and then we like to dress decent. You know, we're Israelites, but we're not of the world. You know, our whole mindset is geared towards the Most High. Okay, but when people hear that, they don't understand the ways of the Most High. Okay, they don't know. They don't understand the depth of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Okay, so when we say our mind is geared towards the Most High, our mind is in depth. You know, on a whole nother level. You know, because the world wants us to be in depth in worldly things. Okay, but we're not in depth in worldly things, man. We become a base in worldly things, man. You know, because we don't care much for it. Okay, we see whatever things that come through our timeline, but we're not concerned with things of the world. You know, we're concerned with spiritual things, high things. We're concerned with things that are to come. Okay, and not of this wickedness. Go ahead.
All right, verse 11. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. All right, because Salakia. It says the heart of her husband does safely trust in her. Right, you know, so you know, if your woman is at the house, all right, a virtuous woman, you don't gotta worry about, all right, if she's sneaking another man inside your crib while you at work. All right, if your woman say, you know, I'm gonna go hang out with my girlfriend's house, you don't gotta worry about her going to the club or going to go lie with another woman. I mean, Salakia. It could lie with another woman or a man.
Yeah, that's right. Dang, man, it's Babylon for you, man.
Right.
What's up, man?
That's not far
And
fetched.
the scriptures say that they they wipe their mouth and they say that they do no wickedness.
Yep.
But see, in the kingdom, it's not like our women are not gonna hang out with each other. They gonna hang out with each other. I mean, it's gonna.
And you
be,
would want that. You would want your woman to go hang out with.
I'm not trying to have them be around me all the time.
But a virtuous woman, she's going to hang out with another virtuous woman. You know,
30 and 20 Proverbs.
if she's going to go hang out with, now if she have a woman, I mean another friend that looks like, I mean that's taking on the spirit of a Cardi B,
Right.
then that's a problem.
Yeah, you're gonna have an issue with her
Right,
hanging out with.
right.
Her. But in the kingdom, when our women travel, they're not gonna travel alone. They're gonna have servants and maybe certain family members with them, like men. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be into that bullshit because they're gonna be protected and they're gonna be watched over.
Maybe our son.
Yeah, it's gonna be like our son. It may be like a younger son. You know what I'm saying? Who's strong enough to handle the world, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But yet, you know, he gonna hang out with his mom, and mom gonna be over there with her friends or whatever. But yet, he probably gonna be off in the cut. And whenever she's ready to leave, You know, she'll let the son know. You know, the son will probably be out in the marketplace or whatever, wherever she's at, nearby. You know, so she's gonna be protected and looked over in the kingdom. But here, man, it don't run like that. It don't operate like that.
I got a precept. I don't want. He was saying women should shut the fuck up. And this pretty much what the Lord was saying. It's Sirach 26 and verse 14. It says, "A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued." You know, a silent woman, that's a gift from the Lord, man.
What?
You know? A woman that doesn't talk too much, man.
Right.
Talking back.
Especially spewing madness, man. Talking back, man. You know?
It's rare that you see those women out there, but they're out there. You know, like I work with a woman who I talk to, not talk to, but you know, from time to time I have conversations with. She don't look at me in the eye, you know, because she doesn't have eyes for me. She has eyes for her husband, and that's a good thing. And I
The woman is the reflection of you.
yeah, the woman is the reflector of the husband. You know, that's why when a woman is shamefaced like that, I want to know who her husband is.
You got the portable charger? You got the portable charger?
We don't have a cord. You know what I'm saying? What's on?
10%.
It might shut down even earlier than that. Okay.
Shit, guys.
Yeah, we got like a little bit of time left. It's all good.
All right, I got a precept. This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things.
Right. And I seen a picture of Mary J. Blige. She was in One Piece, man, all over the internet. You know, and she's supposed to be teaching a young woman to be discreet, man.
Right.
You know,
Teaching her how to be harlot.
Yep.
And Beyonce, Halle Berry, they still act like they still act like they 20.
Right.
Damn near 50.
J-Lo.
Yeah, especially J-Lo.
Man, she been married 6 times.
Damn.
Yeah, dog. Damn, dog.
She a
Yeah,
harlot,
man.
man.
Somebody bowed out
Publicly
to her
too,
6
man.
times.
Publicly, man. But I like her. I like her first husband, Mark Anthony, man, because he was real manly, man. All the other ones after that were more catering to her.
Fucking Diddy.
Yeah,
Diddy,
Diddy and shit, man.
Diddy
Catering
is-
to her ass, man.
Diddy is disgusting,
Yeah,
man.
man, he is.
And he a homosexual.
And he a homosexual, definitely.
All right,
did-
this is-
It's like-
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say he's dating his son's
Yes.
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wicked. That's against the scriptures, man. You're not supposed to date your daughter-in-law.
Right.
You're not supposed to date her, man. You're not supposed to go into her like that, man.
So that means when his son was dating him, that
been
means he
wanting
was
to
looking
bust
at
it.
him.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
That's going off. That's
Read.
going off.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Right.
Verse 5. To be discreet. What's that? Chase?
It could be Jake.
Chast, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed.
Right, man. That's how women supposed to be. Good to their husbands, man. Not how these women are in Babylon, man. These women in Babylon are a terrible example of how to be, man. Sarah, Susanna, the women of the Lord, they're not like that, man. Women of the Lord, they was calling their man, Lord. You know?
They acknowledge order.
I think the elders, I was watching the video yesterday, they said the Lord, you know, I believe in all caps, they said means decision maker. Right.
Say it one more time.
Lord means decision maker. So if
Right.
you're the Lord over your house, I mean you the decision maker.
Right, you're like the master. You know?
The elders, they was making a video about spending your money wisely. Brothers,
And that's true, man. It's a righteous thing for a man to have order over his household, man. Okay, because we have a logical mindset. Women don't have a logical mindset; they have an illogical mindset. You know, they're sporadic. They don't consider a lot of things that men consider.
My Eve like that all the time. She quick to ooh. I'm like, damn, you ain't even every time you see something it's ooh.
Right.
Like Hey, let's worry about the essentials.
Right.
That's why the scripture says,
Yes.
dwell with your roughly paraphrasing, husbands dwell with your wife in knowledge.
Right.
You know, we supposed to be feeding our women knowledge. Man.
And that makes sense because men, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, they better decision makers, you know, than women. All right, women, you know, they think off of emotion. All right, but men think off of knowledge. All right, at least a man that's dwelling inside the that's dwelling with the Lord.
I got a precept too, just according to pretty much what we talked about. This is First Corinthians chapter 7. I'm gonna start at verse 6. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment. For I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man have his proper gift of Yahawah, one after this manner, and another after that. I say therefore to the unmarried and widowed, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. So, hey, that's what Paul's pretty much saying. He wished we was like him. So it's not expedient, you know, but hey, you know, hey, we ain't got much here in this society, man. So, you know, hey, Jake, you know, hey, it's better than to be going off. So that's why we got Eves.
That's why the scriptures say a wife is a tower of death from her husband, you know, because we got a woman, so if push come to shove, you know what I'm saying, we hit our woman up, we handle what we got to do instead of going hitting another nigga's bitch. You know what I'm saying?
But I mean, you know, ultimately, all these things are happening because the sons of Jacob went off, man. We went off, man. We started getting with with the other lovers, man, and start serving the other gods of the other nations, man. This is why we're experiencing the things that we're experiencing, man. You know, and I mentioned sometimes in my videos that I know those of us in this truth, we know and understand that we are the reason why we're in this captivity.
Yep.
We're the reason why our women are acting the way they are.
Yep.
You know, and I believe the elders mention it often that the reason why our women are rebellious towards us is because we're rebellious towards the Most High.
Right.
You know, and we acknowledge that, man. We acknowledge our sins. Go ahead.
Perfect precept.
Go ahead.
All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 11, and I just start at the top. Be ye followers of me, even order. All right, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of a Mashiach is Yahawah. All right, so the head of the woman is the man. All right, and not just any man, the Israelite man. All right, especially the man that's falling after YAHAWASHI.
I mean, that's going to be the order even for the other nations as well.
Right.
You know, because we have to enforce that establishment amongst them because they're not used to that. They're used to doing whatever the hell they want to do. But you know, along with it, we're a part of the 144,000, and we're the judges. You know, we're gonna be with the Lord and establish that amongst the other nations.
And we're gonna be enforcing the laws.
Right. We're gonna enforce the laws. Right.
So you know, if you have just a wild dude, right. You know, if he's the head of that woman, right. All right, we you know, that whole family household is gonna be fucked up. You know. Because you know he thinking about smoking. All right, he thinking about hitting another man's wife. All right, that's
just like a king in this. And the father is the one that raises them. The father is the one that says, "Come here, let me talk to you," and gets in their head and raises their mind and raises their spirit. Right. That's our job.
And Salakia, even Kodash, just at the plantation, that's how it always is. You hear it all the time. Oh, well, I just need to talk to my wife, and then I'm like, some dude asked me, told me that before. He's like, you don't talk to your wife? I said, listen, we live two completely different lifestyles. I'm the man of my house.
Right.
I make final decision. Right. So what you're telling me right now, and that just proves the point again in the scripture. Hey, man, they say it all the time. Happy wife, happy life. I do whatever she says.
Boy.
What the hell?
Hell nah, bro.
I cut that quick.
That's a simp doctrine.
You saying I gotta go out there, bust my ass, sacrifice my body and my mind to come home to some bullshit?
Right.
I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so. But just like you mentioned in the scriptures, man, the way that we're supposed to be towards the Lord is the way our woman's supposed to be towards us. But because we neglected the Lord and we disobeyed the Lord, our women are doing the same thing towards us.
I was meditating on that. I was saying you know, like, you know how pretty much all these women are demons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? We still deal with some of them. Kind of like how the Lord still...
Compassion and mercy towards them, right.
Kind of like how the Lord, he's still dealing with us. Because we're the Lord's woman.
Right.
You know? And we ain't ultimately right.
Right.
So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
And it's kind of like how we're sifting the women,
God.
looking for the just. That's how the Lord is doing with us. He's sifting us, man, looking for the elect.
Come on, man.
You know?
Because we played the harlot.
We played the harlot.
So the Lord was like, all right, I'm going to make your women play the harlot.
Come on.
Lord, at least looking for somebody who got who's trying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You might fall short, but you trying.
Right.
And that's
exactly.
what we looking for. We looking for a woman, you know, that at least trying. She's trying to dress in modest apparel. She's trying to hearken into what you saying.
Like she ain't that great. She ain't that great at cooking, but when you come home, she doing the best that she tried to do to cook.
I'm trying to look for a precept
just to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're looking for.
I got a precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 3 verse 1. Says, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again to me, saith the Lord. You know, so we played the harlot with the Lord, man. But yet we are returning to the Lord. You know, the old full elect, Lord will be those men. You know, and that's the same thing with the women too. You know, the women they played the harlot. They got multiple bodies on them. You know, but if they trying to return, you know, hey, we gotta accept that, man.
Come. That's why the Lord says. The scripture says, if you can what was it? Make with your wife man. No. When you what's that word? When you mend things with your wife, what's the scripture says? Before you put her away, try to
reconcile.
Have understanding.
Yeah, reconcile with your wife, or reconcile with each other, man. Because we're not supposed to